Hello and welcome to the Knit Girls. Got a special guest with me. It is episode 691. I'm Laura. That's Pearl. We've had a series of tornadoes coming through Mississippi, and it's not ending, and she does not do well with storms. So she is attached to my side, but she also knows she loves barking at her Auntie Leslie.
Yes.
So
It's
it is
the
her
singing the song
favorite
of her
thing to do.
people.
Yep. She just wants everyone to pay attention to her. So I'm sorry if you have other dogs. I will pet her instead of knitting, and we'll see how that goes for a while. Maybe she'll get bored. But I interrupted you for
No,
your
it's okay.
for your
I'm
interview.
Leslie, also known as You Don't Call Me Les. Today is April 3rd, 2025. Laura and I both use the she, her pronouns.
And we've been doing this
And,
15 years this week.
yep, I got a Facebook memory where I posted on Facebook about whether anybody would want to watch us for 10 minutes a week.
As we
So,
talk about knitting.
yep.
15 years, dude. It's a long
Yeah,
time.
it has been a long time. Several cross country moves. You bought your first house.
Yeah,
Like, we've both gotten older.
we both have gotten older, for
So,
sure.
yeah. It's crazy. It's been a really long time.
Still knitting socks.
I'm gonna have to start knitting socks, more socks, because I have like half a dozen, probably closer to a dozen pairs over here where that have gotten holes just over the course of the last year or so
Mm-hmm.
that I need to repair. So, I mean, I still have several dozen pairs of socks, but you can never have too many. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
totally up to you.
All right, I'm gonna put. She just ran off. I don't know what she. Oh, so she's just running to the door, turning around and making noise and coming back. So that's a thing that is happening. Hey, I'm working on my Layla. Oh, I need to take care of nails. So this is the Layla sweater. I have sleeves on it now. They're a little
Oh,
bit too
wow.
tight, so I don't know. I'm gonna see how it blocks and then go from there. So little 2-inch sleeves, and I am working on the collar. I picked up 300 here if you're gonna bark. 350 stitches using the Atlas from Modern Daily Knitting. That's the gray. The colored is some of my hand spun from Into the World in the Just Pretentious Enough colorway on a gray Cordell base, like a pound and a half of that. Silly me, I thought I'd only need 12 ounces. So I've repurchased that a couple times. So that is the main thing besides Pearl getting attention right now. And then the other thing that I've been working on is a sock. I know. I stopped petting you to unzip something. I am so sorry. Um, nope. So, this is a sock out of Vesper yarns in the Stay Weird colorway. I'm knitting it on size 0 needles over 56 stitches. It is going to be a present for someone else. So I'm going to have to do some measurements soon and decide when I'm going to put in the heel. Because it will be shorter than it would be for me. Usually I go to 7.5 inches and then start the heel increases. I use Wendy Johnson's gusset sock, but this is not for me. But I do love those colors.
It is, yeah, it's a really great color combo.
And I do love the Stay Weird. So that is what I am currently working on. The bunny tail hat, got a couple more rounds on it. It just looks like that. I just got to get it to
Oh,
6 inches. I'm gonna have to pick up the pace on that because Easter is coming soon, although it's sized up to a year. Um, for that. And yeah, that's everything that I've been working on. The sweater's been getting most of my attention, as is she just like attack licked me. She jumped, she knows she's not supposed to jump and licked my elbow. Um,
He's like, I know I'm being naughty, but it gets me attention, and I like attention.
all bets are off. Mommy, it's storming. Although it did stop for that's why we chose this window. It has been
Mm-hmm.
really, really bad in the southern states, and up to Ohio. I hope everyone is safe, and has been safe from both flash flooding and tornadoes and severe thunderstorms. But yeah, she's a little bit of a brat right now because of all that. She doesn't do well in storms. And when you have a 70-pound dog that doesn't do well in storms, it is a
You don't get a
whole,
lot done.
yep, it is a whole thing. All right, French. But that's it for me for works in progress. What are you working on?
So I've got 4 things this week, I think. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, but I didn't bring one of them. So the English paper piecing, like it's at a point where I'm joining things and it's just too awkward to.
But you've made a lot of progress on it, right?
Yeah, I'm joining the outside to the inside now. So I expect that that should be done in the next week or two. But I really wanted to get some work done on some SSK yarn. So I set the arbitrary goal for myself to try to work through all of my SSK yarn before the next SSK.
And SSK
Um,
is our retreat that we run in the middle of July at the hottest point in the world, in Nashville, Tennessee.
yeah. So this is the Lace and Fade boxy. Last time I was in the middle of this lace section, so I finished that, and I'm about halfway through the solid gray section. Um, and this is just brainless knitting. There's no increasing or decreasing. It's just around and around, except for the um, blocks of lace. So um, this is very, I don't want to say simple, but like soothing knitting. This is Miss Babs in a gradient set, and the lace fuzzy yarn is Republica Unicornia Suri Alpaca in the Unicorn Birthday Party color. And the other thing that I'm working on is a crochet thing. So last week, this yarn, so this is Artifacts by another crafty girl, and it's a sport weight.
Mhm.
Um, Last week it was in a shawl, and I didn't really, or a cowl. I wasn't
Mhm.
really digging it, so I changed it and pulled it out. And I'm making it's called a mini pop cardigan, and it'll be linked in our show notes. And our show notes are on our website, which is TheKnitGirls with 3Ls.com. So instead, I'm making a little baby sweater.
Oh,
So
it's super
it's
cute.
like a granny square
Yeah, I
stitch
love
kind
it.
of
That's a great
effect.
way of using up yarn fast, too.
It's got a raglan increase, which is cool for crochet.
Yeah.
Um, I am making the 6 to 12 month size, even though it calls for. I did not gauge swatch. Um, so it's one of those sweaters that it'll fit a baby at some point.
Yeah.
Because it calls for DK weight yarn. I'm using sport weight yarn. Um, but I'm using the DK weight size hooks. So
Do you crochet as tight as you knit?
I don't know because I didn't gauge
Oh,
swatch.
I didn't know if like you typically crochet if you have to go up a hook size or not.
I don't know, but I do, just in case. So, if I were to knit like a garment that it was important that it fit appropriately, then I would. But this is probably closer to like a 2-year-old size. Um, Maybe even bigger. But it's okay. It'll fit a baby at some point. It was originally for my soon to be nephew, but I can always make him something else.
Oh, I think it'll be perfect.
So, yeah, there's that. And then the other thing is I pulled out an eye cushion, which is an intarsia pattern by Calf Bassett that was in a modern daily knitting last year or the year before. I can't remember.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get away with actually knitting. Instead, every time I get it through, she barks. Like I'm like, I
Hmm.
can do this. So she went to the door, and
She
then
will not allow
nope,
that nonsense.
none of that
So
nonsense.
this is what it's looking like
Ooh,
right
that looks
now.
really good. You've made
Um,
some progress on that.
yeah, so the last time that I showed it, I was just starting the second section. There's a lot of little
Yeah,
bobbins. I think I must have measured the yarn wrong though, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a lot left. Like I thought I had measured it so that I would only end up with like a yard-ish left on each little section, but I must have measured it wrong. That's okay. I'll try. I'll measure it again after. It's not unpleasant to knit with the exception of the little bobbins getting tangled on each other.
yeah.
So if I could make it just a single long string rather than needing all this yardage, that would be better. So I'll measure it again, and we'll see. But yeah, it's coming out nice. I like the way that it looks. Um, I don't know if I'll knit another one. We'll see how it goes. But this is only like half of it. There's another second section that goes on top. So yeah, that's been what I've been working on this week is little bits and bobs here and there. So trying to use some stash yarn. Um, and I've got some supplies coming for a foundation paper piecing project that I'm going to try. So more on that soon, hopefully. Um, I have nothing finished.
Oh,
Do you have
I have a
anything
little
finished?
gnome. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
moving because I was trying to let someone bark it out so I could actually stitch. So
Oh, look at his little beard.
I know, right? So this is Noodles. Noodles is by Sarah Shira. It is the first book. I am slowly going to work my way through this book, that she actually sent us a copy of. So
Hmm.
this is the Gnomes of Grimmelwood. Um, and it's got all her gnomes that she published in a book. She actually has a mystery gnome going on right now, Professor Fungi, that I think I'm going to jump on that bandwagon as well. But this is the first gnome. He does usually have arms, but I thought he was cuter without the arms. I didn't think he needed arms. But he does have a very twisty beard, which is a combination of drop stitches that you do, but also I used some very overspun handspun for this, so it makes it extra like he looks like he is an absent-minded professor or just me any day of the week. He is out of handspun. I'm using some leftover handspun that I used. I think that this is some patchwork kit handspun that I spun. I just have a big giant Amy Beth bag of bits and bobs of handspun. So my goal for my gnomes this year is to use handspun and at least a little bit of handspun in each and every one. So this is my third gnome. This is my second. They are getting increasingly larger,
I mean, that's
although
my
they're still
vote is
just
to have them
fingering weight.
continuously get bigger.
Yeah, I don't know that that's gonna happen. And then there's my niblet from the first month. So, yeah, I am probably not, well, the hand spun that I'm gonna use on the Professor Fungi is, I have an annoying dog, but I also have, this set of minis that I got from Long Dog Yarn. She does like random minis. And the Professor Fungi uses three colors. And
Mhm.
so I'm kind of leaning towards these three. And then I need a beard, oh, like a white. So
Yeah,
I'm
that'd be
thinking
cool.
about spinning that Coopworth.
Oh, the
Um,
random fluff that Maggie gave you?
yep, the Coopworth that Maggie gave me. Because I think that will be great beard yarn. Um, excuse me. Um, yeah, so that is my finished object. I have no spinning. All my bobbins are full. Which means that I need to apply. I have 18 starling bobbins, I counted. And all of them are full, and
Wow.
all of them need plied. And my machine I use to ply is in the other room, and I haven't been in that room a whole lot. So, and when I have been, I've been working on this sweater, which is now on my lap and very warm. It is been in the 80s here.
Yeah.
So, usually for me, my knitting spinning takes a little bit of a dip when it starts getting warm out. I do want to finish the sweater though. So every row takes me around 15 minutes and I have around 25 rows to go.
This is Layla. Yes.
Yep. This is Layla.
Okay.
It's supposed to be in the 50s on Monday.
Hmm.
So there's a possibility that I could still wear her um for this season. So I mean, Pearl's shedding her coat like mad too, which is part of the drama right now. Um, but yeah, so I would like to get that done before the whole season passes me by. But weather is very odd right now.
You
Um,
said the sleeves are a little snug. Is it just the bind off or is it the whole sleeve?
so I made an executive decision to do something that I'm pretty sure has come back to bite me in the butt. So I slipped stitches every other row to make picking up for the sleeves easier,
Oh,
because it
okay.
is knit bottom up.
But that
And
decreases the number of places for you to pick up stitches.
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
sure
okay.
does. Because she calls for a 3 to 4 pickup, so
Mm-hmm.
3 stitches picked up every 4 rows. Um, and that is not what has happened.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can get it. I don't think I can get it on with the needles on. Anyway, it goes over,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a little bit snugger than I would
Yeah.
typically like it. So I am going to block it,
Yeah.
because yarn changes when you block it.
Yes, it does.
And the second one, I did a stretchy bind off on the second sleeve.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
had tried it on after the first. So I might end up ripping out the
Just the
first.
bind off on the second one or
Yeah,
on the
I'm gonna have
first
to
one.
rejoin yarn, which is super annoying.
Yeah.
But not like the worst thing ever. Not fitting would be worse. Did she just wander?
Yeah.
Yes. She's gonna come back in a second.
She absolutely is. So I'm
But
shocked that you
yeah.
don't have any spinning, but I do have a little bit.
Yay,
So I finished the
congratulations.
first bobbin of Does a Bear Knit in the Woods,
Oh, fun.
um, and started the second one. So this is, I want to say it's merino silk. It's something in silk. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it's
it's
merino.
definitely got that silk in there.
And this is from Oink Pigments. I got it at the place that Star Knits works. Fox something? Fox
You have
River
Polworth silk
Fibers.
in the show notes, so I bet it's
Okay,
Polworth
so
silk.
maybe that's what it is. Yay, past Leslie for writing things down. But
Guess
yeah,
who's
so
back? Back again.
Pearl's back. You should show people Pearl because they're going to want to see her, having heard
Yeah,
her.
my camera doesn't really do that though, because it's
Huh.
on my laptop.
Okay.
It's like part of my laptop. If you
Okay.
want to see Pearl, go to my Instagram. There's lots of pictures of her there.
What is your Instagram, Laura?
Lala Knits.
Okay.
Just send me a
Um,
note that you're a knitter and not a 12-year-old, and I will let you follow me usually.
um, so no spinning for you. Do you have any like books or TV
Oh, I read the
shows or
best
anything?
fantasy book, and I made
Okay.
Jude read it too, and he couldn't put it down. And
Oh.
he's like, I have to put it down because I have editing to do, but I don't want to put it down. So I read Grave Expectations by Louisa Masters. I've read a bunch of her other stuff, which is more very flippant, very funny, um, very paranormal, dragons and werewolves and stuff, and elves. And this is not like that. So it is like an epic fantasy, an epic quest fantasy. So it is male, but it is very slow burn. I don't think that there's anything like even R-rated in it, really. Maybe towards the end, but I don't really think so. Um, it is a typical fantasy quest where you have a mission. Um, in this case, a zombie horde is invading the worlds and they have to save the worlds by finding the chosen ones. It's definitely giving me like Black Cauldron vibes. Um, and they go on a quest, and part of the quest is getting, having setbacks, but also gathering other individuals. And it is just really, really good. It's a good quest fantasy. And it gives me like Mercedes Lackey vibes, um, which for me is one of like the highest compliments of epic fantasy that there is.
I have to check it out.
So and it's on Kindle Unlimited. Um, I really, really enjoyed it so much so that I even wrote a review.
Wow.
So, that doesn't happen very often for Kindle Unlimited books.
This little girl let herself in. And now there's two little puppies in here.
Oh,
She knows how to open doors. That's the tan colored one.
do you have lever doors? Is that how?
Yeah, you
Yep.
just push them down. And so, yeah. So apparently the dogs wanted to make an appearance.
Oh, all the dogs today. This,
So,
this show has been brought to you by all the dogs.
um, yeah, it's getting close to their dinner time, so they start getting all
Gotcha.
ramped up. Um, Grave expectations. Did you
Brave
have anything else you wanted to
expectations.
mention about
Nope,
that?
that's it. That is it. It is a good one.
Okay. Well, I have been re-listening to We Free Men. I'm close to the end of that one. Um, so I have a little bit of a road trip late next week
Uh-huh.
to visit some friends. I might re-listen to the TJ Klune. Um, oh my God, my brain is going. The one with the dragons, where he can talk to dragons. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I can't think of what it is.
Where he's very
But
sassy.
yes, TJ Klune books. Um,
Actually never read
nope.
past the first one in that series.
Oh, well, that's a bummer. It's a good series. Um, the Dragons, Destiny of Dragons. I think that's the second one. Wish Upon the Stars is the last one. Or maybe Destiny of Dragons is the first one.
Nope, that's 100% not the first one. When you say it, I'll tell you.
Lightning Struck Heart. There we
Yes, there you
go.
go.
That's the
The
one.
audiobook where we were wandering around TNNA and it was going off in your pocket.
Yes, that one. You're correct. That is the one.
Couldn't
Um,
tell you the name. Remember the content.
yeah. So I really like that series. The only thing I don't like is um, that he does a lot of recapping at the beginning of each book. Like he sort of spends the first
Yeah,
half hour or hour sort of catching you up. And if you're listening to them in order, like I just skip
yeah,
the first little bit.
yeah. Wolf Song
Um,
is my favorite series by him.
that one's too, like, that one hurts. Like, it
Mm-hmm.
hurts. It's
Yep.
very good, but
I
it
do like a
hurts.
hurtful book.
Um,
Girl, come here. And now she's just standing at the doorway barking at me.
yeah, like, I won't let you soothe me, but I will bark in your face.
Here. Okay.
Um,
Or just pant and stare.
whatever.
Whatever, creeper.
I don't have anything else. Our recording this month might be a little weird because I'm going to visit some people. You've got some people coming to visit you,
Yeah,
but
I
we'll
think
do
if
our
we
best to
switch to
stay on track.
Tuesdays, yeah,
Yeah.
I think if we go back to Tuesdays, we should be fine. Like Tuesday next week, And then Tuesday the following week it should be good.
Yeah, so we'll figure it out.
There's also a
But
lot of holidays. Oh, happy Eid to people who I'm a little bit late on that, but Ramadan is over and there's lots of stuff going on. So Easter's coming up. There's a lot of different holidays in
yeah,
different religions.
um, I don't have anything else, so I guess we hope you have a lovely weekend and week, and we will talk to you again soon.
Yep. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.